Hello, everyone. Welcome. We see a few more people are still joining, so just going to give it another minute and we will get started. Okay, good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I am Betty Gabai. I am the CMO at Zentap. And Zentap, to give you some background, is a real tech software company. We integrate MLS and local market data to help over 10,000 real estate professionals scale relationships and relevancy with buyers and sellers online through automated, branded, data-driven content, which is also posted to their social media platforms, helping them grow their brand. So our company was founded as a premise to create a software and help agents that felt lost with digital marketing. So we offer different branded content like local market reports, listing videos, marketing videos, testimonials, and social media posting, as well as lead generation. So again, thanks for joining us. A little about me. I have over 20 years of marketing experience on both the agency side and the client side. I got my bachelor's at UCLA, and I'm now currently teaching courses in marketing at UCLA Extension. And I also have 3 young boys, so I have my hands full right now with everything that's going on, and I'm lucky to have Rachel alongside on my team.
Thank you, Betty. And yes, hello, welcome everyone. I am Rachel Galloway, and I am the Marketing Director at Zentap. I have worked in marketing for over 10 years with several different brands, focusing on brand growth and dominating social media with curated content and video. I look forward to sharing some great tips and tricks with you today. Just a heads up, please feel free to utilize the chat feature throughout the webinar, and if you have specific questions you would like us to answer during the Q&A at the end, please submit them via the question feature. So without further ado, we shall get this started.
Yes, so just to go over today's agenda, there are 3 main tactics that we will cover. So the first tactic is how to set up a marketing plan that will pave your way to success in 2021. I will go over that. And then Rachel will go over how to turn your social media into a lead generation engine, as well as tactic 3, what is new in social media and how can you best leverage that? And like she mentioned, we will open it up to Q&A at the end. So how do you set yourself up so that you have a marketing plan that will pave your way to success this year? And that's the first thing we'll cover. So, you know, many of you are probably wondering, where do you start, right? Where do you start and how do you do this? So first things first, you want to make sure that you establish your business goals, right? You need a plan. And without a plan, it's going to be very difficult to achieve success. So my favorite way of putting something together is using the SMART framework. And if you're not familiar with it, if you look up online, you could find a lot of great articles. But basically, the SMART framework makes sure that your goals are specific, that they're measurable, that they're attainable, that they're relevant, and that they're timely. So you're not just making up goals and, shooting for the air, but for the sky, but you're making goals for yourself that you can attain, and most importantly, that you can measure. And as you're thinking this through, you want to think about how marketing can help you achieve these goals. And also, what are the resources that you have? Let's be realistic. There's only a certain number of hours in a day. Depending on how many people you have to support you, you're not going to be able to do everything. So, of course, it's better, quality over quantity. It's better to do what you can achieve rather than try to be all over the place. And then as you're coming up with a plan, the plan, you need to make sure that you're also agile and that you adapt depending on what happens and priorities that take place. So my favorite way of putting together my marketing roadmap, I like to do it with what's called goal-based marketing. And this is an example of that framework. So I break it up by quarter. And this would be an example of a Q1 roadmap for you. And then I break it up into different categories like branding and awareness, digital marketing, lead generation, and then administrative. And then within each of those categories, I would write down what your goals are, and then you can get more granular and put each of these goals into that SMART framework. So, let's just as an example, under lead generation, because Rachel will go into detail about this, we have Facebook campaigns. So then get specific. How many campaigns on Facebook do you want to launch? How are you going to measure this? How many leads would you like to get from those campaigns? What's the timeline? What's the budget? So once you put together this roadmap, then each of these specific things can be broken out into measurable, attainable, relevant, timely goals. So this is my preferred method, is to do a goal base and to do this by quarter, because I find that doing it for the entire year can be a little overwhelming. But again, you do what works best for you. And the other way that you could do it is you could do it who's doing what roadmap. So I know this slide is a little blurry and hard to read. It was really just meant to show you that you could do it in different formats. And for example, if you're a broker and you have agents working under you, you can break this out for each of them. Or if you have staff, you could break it out to who's doing what, so that you have an overview of what each person on your team is focused on. So do the framework that works best for you. So what are musts for real estate agents today? In the beginning, we did a poll and a lot of you responded that your digital marketing or social media marketing skills are at the intermediate level. And that's why you're here today, is to get more insight. So what are things that agents today must be doing to stand out? Number one, professional, mobile optimized, IDX enabled website. So that's, obviously a must. It used to be that people would design sites on a desktop and then optimize for mobile. It's the other way around. 80% of traffic now comes from mobile. So make sure your website is mobile optimized. Go to your website from your phone, check on the links, the call to action buttons, the form. Make sure everything is a great mobile experience, because that's where most of your traffic will be coming from. And then secondly, the use of video. And all of these 8 points I will get more into on each of the slides, but use of video, branding to make you stand out, a blog, testimonials, email campaigns, staying top of mind on social media, and then keeping clients and prospects informed. So use of video. Why is video important today? Well, we are just inundated online with information. There's so much information coming at us from ads, from articles, from emails, just constantly being bombarded. And so more and more people are not sustaining information when it comes to written materials. But visuals like video have a much more powerful effect. Viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in video compared to 10% when reading it in text. So that's really significant. Just to give you, some insight on like how Facebook performances, engagement on video posts are significantly higher than posts that are just images or just copy. And they have 48% more views. And by 2022, online videos are going to make up more than 82% of all consumer internet traffic. So these are all some key stats on why video is important. I know for agents today, the video became even more important when we were all forced into this pandemic. No more open houses, no more viewings. Really, video was the go-to on how to showcase properties and how to attract buyers for listings. So video is here to stay. Make sure that you're embracing it. Make sure that you're using it. There are many different types of videos. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to make a video anymore. So really important to incorporate video into your marketing strategy. And then branding. Branding today really is everything. There's so many different agents in communities. What differentiates you? And make sure that, while you know what's unique, make sure it's clear to your audience. And this should be written and crafted in your bio and throughout all of your content, throughout the content on your website, your social media, and anywhere really that you're highlighting yourself. What is it that makes you unique? And who is your target audience? So how and where can you reach your target audience and make sure that your message is getting through? So social media is such a great way for you to differentiate what makes you unique by giving clients a sneak peek or into your personality. Posting, you don't have to get too personal if it makes you uncomfortable, but showing them that you are relatable and showing them that they can trust you. So this is a really important thing in today's day and age for agents to make sure they're doing. And social media is a really good tool to use for that. Testimonials. So really, testimonials serve three important purposes. So they help you with brand awareness and validation. So potential clients become aware of you and they check out your website or your social media for the first time. They also help in the consideration phase. So potential clients who are doing their research can see how others have had a positive experience with you and make them more likely to consider you as their agent. And then most importantly, testimonials help with conversion. So clients begin to trust you and decide to work with you to buy or list a home because they see, again, others have had a good experience and they feel like they made the right decision and they're validating their decision. So in addition to your website, you can showcase testimonials on other platforms as well, on your social media platforms to have maximum impact. And just think of yourself when you're buying a product or service, you probably gravitate towards reviews and testimonials so that you can make sure that you've made the right decision. And email, contrary to popular belief or what some people may say, email is not dead, especially for agents today. Email is very important. Email allows you to stay top of mind. Email allows you to share local valuable market data with clients, and it helps you keep clients engaged. Here's an example of a template with local market info that we create, but you can do whatever tools you have available to you as far as email campaigns or email templates, so that you're using different medium. And that's the thing that is important, is you can post the same type of content and information all over within, social media, your website, email, because people retain information differently. And right now, because we have so much information coming at us, it takes a lot more times for us to see that message prior to making some sort of decision or action. So just quick poll, so I make sure you guys are all paying attention. It used to be that users needed to see a message 4 times in order to retain and take action. Today, that number is different. How many people, take a guess, how many times do you think you need to see a message today before you take action? So I'm going to just give you a second to answer that. You could answer it in the chat. Okay, so now it's 16. So 4 times more than before. You need to see a message 16 times before you even consider and take action. So again, don't think that, oh, I posted this content on my social, I don't need to worry about it again. Use that same content, leverage it, use it in emails, use it on your website, use it as a postcard, whatever you think works best, but keep your clients engaged. So that's really important. Okay, social media. So according to the National Association of Realtors, social media is the tool cited as the best source for generating high quality leads among realtors. So don't think that social media is only there for branding purposes, although that's very important. It can also be used as a very powerful lead generating source for you. And Rachel will talk extensively about that. So think of social media as your modern day bus stop or banner, where you're getting your name out there and you're getting visibility. And remember that buyers and sellers today, most millennials start their search on social media. Some, before even coming to your website, will look for you on social media. So it's really important to have a professional looking social media platforms where you're posting regular content to, in addition to giving people a glimpse into your personality and what differentiates you. So what I hear often with social media is, I don't know where to start. It's overwhelming. There's so many different platforms. There's so much I could be doing. Just how do I start? Where do I start? And that's a really valid concern. So you don't need to start from a blank slate. Come up with 4 to 5 content pillars. So content pillars help you stay consistent. They help you organize your messaging so that your brand isn't all over the place. And they help you put together some sort of schedule. So content pillars, to give you some examples, could be community outreach and involvement. And you could post about, how you give back to the community and things that are going on in the community to help the community. So that could be one content pillar. A second content pillar could be local market updates. A third content pillars could be something like testimonials. And then a fourth content pillar could be your listings and to showcase your properties. So then, based on those 4 content pillars that I just created, you could create a schedule where you're posting about each of those once a week on, let's say, Facebook. So you start with Facebook, and then you can use those same posts on various social media platforms. You don't have to come up with different content all the time. It's just a good practice to not post the same content on the same day. If you're posting something on Facebook, for example, I would wait. If you're posting on Monday, I would wait until later in the week, maybe Thursday, Friday, or the following week to post that same thing on different platforms. But you can, it's perfectly okay to repurpose content and repost. And share your brand, make it stand out. Social media is a great way for you to showcase your brand. So here's like a visual that was done in Excel. There's different social media scheduling tools out there that you could use, like Hootsuite and Sprout Social, and we offer something as well. But put together a content planner, and it's a lot easier to carve out 1 to 2 hours a month and plan your content rather than try and do it on the fly. It becomes a lot more stressful when you don't have the schedule. So I really suggest taking a few hours out of the month and just use the content pillars to map out a schedule for the entire month.
Awesome. Good stuff, Betty.
Okay,
Right.
Rachel, I will turn it over to you.
Perfect. I hope you guys are enjoying all of this right now. We're going to move on to tactic 2. Turn your social media into a lead generation engine and increase engagement. More than ever, buyers and sellers go to social media to research and learn more before buying. So it only makes sense to capture their attention at the first point of consideration. Having the right content and profile to attract potential clients and drive them through your funnel is key. You want to think of your social media accounts like a portfolio. And in the next few slides, I will give you pointers on how to do this like a pro. Just want to point out 90% of home buyers start their search online and 100% higher closing rate than any other potential source. Apply to all social platforms you use. The more you post, the more engagement and traffic you'll score. More traffic equals more potential prospects. Social media is a gold mine for referrals. Clients can tag their friends in comments to spread about, talk about your listings. Make sure your page is optimized for business, and this goes for all platforms. And make sure you have selected a business profile option. Have a plan in place for every stage of your sales funnel and post content for top, middle, and bottom of your funnel. Examples of content for top of funnel would be contests, giveaways, and inspirational quotes. For middle of funnel would be listings, feature posts about small businesses, top places in your area, and highlight events and activities around your area. Bottom of funnel, just sold photos, success stories, and customer testimonials. Just keep in mind that you don't need to be present on every single platform there is. Rather than spreading yourself thin, use the ones that make sense for you and your real estate brand. Instagram. Optimize your page for business. This will allow for message and call buttons to appear on your page and make it easier for prospective clients to contact you or visit your website without leaving the platform. When you pick a name, you want to make sure you pick a memorable username with keywords associated with your business, but keep it short. Shy away from overly complicated names. As you can see an example on the right, Heavenly Sells Homes. Something memorable, short, goes with her brand. She has little key notes about what she does, where she is, and what makes her unique. And as you see below that, there is the message and call buttons that will appear when you have a business profile. And I just want to point out something that we'll talk about in the coming slides. Below those buttons, those are called highlights. And I'll reference those, like I said, in the coming slide. Another tip for writing a killer bio include how you love helping target audience, your niche, condos, specific schools, district, etc., your location or neighborhood, and something about you that makes you unique. Get found with hashtags. They are the new SEO, and you can use them to help rank higher in searches and on the Discover page. The magic number to use is 30. You want to use 2 to 3 big hashtags, which are about 250K plus, 10 to 15 medium hashtags with 110K to 250K, and 10 to 15 small hashtags, which are 10K to 100K. I'm sorry. A good source for hashtag generating is here, metahashtags.com. I love it. You can go in, put in a hashtag that you think you want to use. It'll tell you how much people you're using so that you can fit into these magic numbers. And also will give you suggestions on related keywords to the keyword that you are using to look for. You can also put in your Instagram handle and it will give suggestions for hashtags that you can use relative to your brand. Instagram stories. You want to use the story feature to connect with prospects. Stories are more raw and real, bringing a human element to your brand business. More than 300 million people use Instagram stories every day. So posting on here is really key. Posts can take up to 1 day to shoot, edit, and post, but stories are done in a few minutes and you have no need to worry about lighting, properness, etc. Instagram's algorithm loves stories. It favors them. The more stories you share, the more eyeballs it brings to your account. Utilize the highlight feature to save stories and keep them after they disappear from your story in 24 hours. In the previous slide that I mentioned where those highlights are, that's where they would be saved on your profile. And you can use different topics. You could create one for listings, one for tips, so on and so forth. Promote posts. Increase who sees your listings. Make a post for listings you want to get more attention to. Make sure to use geotagging, which you see is underneath the name. It'll show the exact area and your post will show up more in the Discover page for that. Then you just want to promote and reap the rewards. On any post you have, when you view it, it'll show promote. And all you have to do is select that, select the options that you want to choose, the amount of money that you want to spend, and off to the races. Just real quickly, how many of you have played with the promoted post feature on Instagram? Okay, I'm not seeing anyone answering, so I'm going to take that as no one. So I definitely suggest that you do this. It's not only going to get your listings more attention, you're going to expand your reach and help you get more followers. You can target people that have interests that you're going to want to show homes to or help sell homes for. Facebook. Many realtors will use their personal Facebook accounts to drum up business from their existing contacts, but this is actually a violation of Facebook's terms of service policy, which says if you're conducting business in any way, you need to have a Facebook business page to do so. So use your personal Facebook account to connect with friends, family, and new contacts while directing your prospects to your business Facebook page whenever you're on the clock. You want to make sure you have a Facebook business page that is separate and apart from your personal page. Like I just said, it's very, very important. Fill out every single part of the page and have the contact button set up properly. If it is a call now button, make sure that you have that on for the times that you're going to be available to answer the phone. If you can't be available to answer the phone, you can change that to the message. There's quite a few options. Apply the 80-20 rule when posting. This means 80% of your Facebook posts should be helpful, relevant content. The remaining 20% should be kept for listings, open houses, and other promotional information. And quite frankly, the 80-20 rule should be applied to all your social platforms. Facebook boosted posts. It's a great opportunity to generate real estate leads at a low cost. You can do $5 a day and generate a lot of traffic. When you boost a post with Facebook, you're paying to get your content in front of more people than it would on its own. Reasons to leverage the boosted post feature: you get more eyes on open house announcements, customer testimonials, which justify why you are the best choice, local market reports to showcase you are the go-to source about your local market. Facebook lead ads. Every realtor should be using Facebook ads to reach current and potential clients. Great way to generate buyer and seller leads for specific properties and traffic to a specific property landing page. Create an enticing offer. An example would be things like a guide to buying or selling, or something special that you can offer that's exclusive to you and your brand. This will encourage people to click on your ad even more. Leverage your contact lists. Create special ad target audiences to get around special housing category restrictions with targeting. And what I mean by that is, as a real estate agent and other sectors, but focusing mainly on what you guys are doing in real estate, Facebook has created special advertising categories that they feel you need to abide by certain rules. So for real estate, there's the housing category, and you must select this if you're doing any sort of advertising on Facebook. The thing is that when you do this, it disallows you from targeting certain demographics. You can't target based on interest, age, education, anything like that, really. So to get around that, you can upload a CSV of your client list and actually send ads targeted to that list, or you can create a lookalike special audience based on that list, which will in turn target new people based on your clients' demographics. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is great for generating new contacts in your real estate world, but also for engaging with buyers and sellers. Optimize your bio for SEO. When it comes to popular keywords, real estate takes the cake. This should definitely be somewhere in your headline. You also want to properly optimize your LinkedIn page profile URL, as it essentially acts as your online business card. For example, if you add realtor to your name, you can quickly improve your profile's rankings. You want to make sure you have a professional headshot, that it's not blurry, high quality. Put your best face forward, literally. Upload a banner image that represents your brand. That generic blue banner that you have when you create a LinkedIn profile, get rid of it. You want to look like you're an established real estate agent. So put something up there that represents you and looks great. First impressions are everything, right? Join groups. These groups provide a perfect opportunity for you to promote your business. In addition, they are one of the best places for social selling. The key is to find groups that are full of potential customers and not your competitors. Once you join a community, go through the members to see if they represent what you look for in potential clients. Many times, their profiles give you a sense of their personal lives. For example, if they're looking to buy or sell a home. When you find a fit, connect directly with them by answering questions that they post. This is a great way to show off your real estate expertise. You also want to utilize personal messaging. Even if it's an ad, a private message adds a more direct and personal dimension to generating and nurturing your real estate leads. Tactic 3. What is new in social media and how to leverage this? Raw, unfiltered, fleeting content is overtaking picture-perfect newsfeed posts as the preferred format to engage with. This is also referred to as ephemeral content, which refers to any media that's only accessible for a limited period of time, usually 24 hours, before disappearing. It can take many forms, but usually consists of images and videos. Instagram Reels. Instagram has dominated social for years, and it is still a trailblazer. Reels was Instagram's response to compete with TikTok. The feature is great for showcasing native content and another way to leverage short-form video. Some suggested Reel ideas. New listing teasers, which is a great way to attract immediate interest for a gorgeous new listing. Show off the best parts of a new listing by way of quick clips and on-screen copy, highlighting the must-know facts. For example, 3 bedrooms, in-ground pool, amazing neighborhood. You can do open house tips. Share 1 to 3 of your top tips for preparing for an open house. If one of your tips is to thoroughly declutter, try the finger snapping effect using the align tool to show a before and after of a decluttered space. Neighborhood spotlights. Create an Instagram reel for every neighborhood in your market. Combine different clips to show off the best must-know highlights of each unique area. You can also do real estate humor. Using a real estate meme as your inspiration, create a funny reel that pokes fun at the realities of being a real estate agent or of trying to buy or sell a home. There's also DIYs. Got a great DIY tip or life hack for something around the house? You should share it on Instagram Reels. It could be something like how to make a no-fail fruit fly trap or a real estate agent's secret tip for making your bed. Just real quickly, have any of you utilized the Instagram Reels feature yet? I'll just give you a few minutes. I'd like to see if anybody is even familiar with this feature. Okay. All right, so pretty much I'm getting no's all around. Definitely really strongly suggest you do this. When you use Reels, you're gonna show up more often in the video section. When you're scrolling through your feed, you see those tabs on the top. That's gonna put you in there a lot more and put you in front of a lot more people. And like I said, you really wanna personalize everything. And something that I haven't said, but I really wanna point out, humanize your marketing. Don't have it just be pictures of your listings and local market content. Humanize it. The more that you can be you and connect with people, the more people are going to want to connect with you and feel that they can trust you.
Yeah, and something else that's really important is with all these new rollouts that Instagram and Facebook do, like stories and reels and polls, the way that the algorithm works is they favor users that use these new features. So even if you're really not sure, the first few times you're doing it, it's not going to be as polished. Just give it a try. Give it a try to help with your engagement and to give yourself a boost, because organic reach on Facebook and Instagram has dropped significantly. So even if you're posting, the odds are that a lot of people are going to miss your post. But when you're adding these new features that they roll out, the way their algorithm and formula for highlighting posts works is that yours will be more likely to be seen in the future.
Absolutely, 100%. And one other thing to keep in mind is the time that you're posting it. Definitely all of that he said is 100% true, but if you want people to see it, don't post it at like midnight. Post it at times you know that your users are going to be active. Facebook Live and Instagram Live. The possibilities are endless. Instagram and Facebook Live are not going away anytime soon. It's a great way to take down the virtual wall and connect as well. You can use for an open format Q&A, show a walkthrough live, and beforehand advertise the live walkthrough on your page and on your stories that you are going to show the property live and to join you at that date and time. You can do little teasers in your stories as well. The possibilities are endless, really. And TikTok. Snackable content is a hot thing right now, and is why TikTok is so popular. TikTok is making innovative moves in the social space. You want to utilize to generate a story for your brand, reach more millennials, and as we all know, millennials are buying more and more homes. And with the content you create on TikTok, you can repost it on Instagram. One thing I want to say is you can, if you do use TikTok, make sure that you use it the way that the platform is intended to use. Back to that keyword, snackable content. Keep it short, sweet, take a time to just dive into the platform, look and see at what other realtors are doing, and find somebody that you think might be a good fit for how you can mirror your content and kind of follow what they're doing and mirror that. But also remember, you should do what you think fits your brand. If TikTok doesn't fit you, doesn't fit your brand, or you don't feel comfortable in it, I would say don't spread yourself thin and do something just because it's hot. Do it because it's going to work for you. With the least bit, I would just open the app to take a look and see, because there is a lot that can be done with this. And it's something that is definitely on the cutting edge, and there's really no way of knowing exactly how popular this is going to get. But being familiar with this platform is definitely going to benefit you in the future. If anything, just in some research, I found a lot of great realtors on there that are doing TikTok videos about ways to be a good real estate agent. So maybe it's not about advertising you, and it's just research about how to better yourself in the way that you will go about your business. Lots of great stuff you can find on there. And that's really it. So right now we are going to open up to the Q&A. I hope everyone enjoyed everything, and I see there's quite a few questions in here, so Betty and I will get to answering those. And if you are not a Zentap client and you want to learn more about our real estate marketing solutions, you can visit zentap.com or zentap.com/real estate marketing pro. All right. So Betty, do you want to go ahead and take a look at some of these questions and answer them?
Yes, so someone asked if we offer one-on-one consultations, and I responded to her that yes, we do offer free consultations. You could set up an appointment. I believe, Rachel, is the link on this website for the appointments?
If they go to that page, there's a tab at the very top that they can select to uh, schedule an appointment via our Calendly.
Okay, perfect. Um, and then someone asked, can we explain hashtags more and the number associated with them?
Yeah, so hashtags are, you want to think of them as keywords that will help you get your content found. For example, if you are, the post is around a listing, I would use hashtags like new listing and then hashtag the area. I wouldn't do that all in one. I would do hashtag new listing, hashtag Los Angeles. There's other things you could do as well, but as far as the number goes, it's just an industry standard. You want to use 30 different ones because when you're new, because the more hashtags you use, the more you're going to show up in searches in the Discover page that people are looking for. And you can use them in your post in two different ways. You can add them in the caption below what you have to say, or you can put that in as a separate comment. It honestly is up to you and how you want to do it. Regardless if it's in the caption below what you're saying or in a separate comment, it still has the same effect.
Good question. And then someone asked, where I am at, the houses sell so quickly, would it be beneficial to still boost? So I would say even more reason it's important for you, if you're in a hot market, for you to brand yourself, and for people to learn and to discover you so that you are boosting posts and that you will be considered as a listing agent for those homes that are selling so quickly. So maybe you don't necessarily need to boost properties if the properties are going so fast, but you could do some brand awareness campaigns so that you're promoting yourself.
Well, I see a good question here. Are there any platforms out there that will post to all your social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, etc.? No. I mean, you can utilize certain platforms to post to, but as far as all at once, which I'm assuming is the question, no. And also, there, like I said, there is scheduling platforms out there, but some of them don't work in line with Instagram, because Instagram keeps their algorithm really under tight keeps. And for instance, Hootsuite you can use to schedule your posts, and it'll send you a text message to remind you to go and schedule it.
Okay, and then someone else asked again, where do we schedule one-on-one sessions? So if going through that link is difficult, you could just email sales@zentap.com and we will get you on the calendar and get you scheduled. Another really good question, how do I do a Facebook or Instagram ad and retarget via Boost? So I feel like this could probably be a webinar in and of itself, but Rachel, if you want to answer that.
Yeah, so how to do a Facebook or Instagram ad and retarget the boost? I mean, quite simply, you want, for Facebook, you can either, for a boosted post, there's a button underneath the post that you've made that says boost, and you select on that and then follow the prompts. But if you want to create an actual, and actually that goes for Facebook and Instagram. And as far as retarget goes, you would need to open up your Facebook business ad center and then do retargeting through that. And that's a little bit more in depth. I would suggest either reaching out to our sales team to kind of find out how you could get set up with us to get ads put together by us. We actually offer that service. Or you could go to Facebook Help Center and in the questions type how to retarget, and they have documentation on how to do that. But it's a little bit more than I would need to like show you pictures and everything to really go into the retargeting aspect.
Someone else asked, can you please explain the first level of the 3 tiers of content to market? I think they're talking about the funnel, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. First level of the 3 tiers of content to market. So basically, you want to attract people to your funnel. So putting content out that is going to not necessarily put them into consideration phase, but people that think of it as brand awareness and things that are going to advertise who you are, what you represent, the problem that you solve, and how you can help people. That's essentially the first level, and any type of content that you put into that sort of tier that you're going to use to attract people to your brand, you want to apply those things to who you are, what you offer, the problem you solve, and how you can help them.
Great. And someone else asked, can you please recap the 4 to 5 pillars of content and top, middle, bottom of funnel suggestions for content? Can you send in written form? So I think you just answered the funnel suggestions for content. As far as the content pillars, you can come up with your own. Some of the examples I gave for 4 to 5 pillars, I think, were community involvement and outreach, education, which would be like local market data and stats on the local market, listings, current listings was the 3rd, and then the 4th, I think, was customer testimonials. So again, come up with the content pillars that represent you the best, and you can then formulate a schedule and put together a schedule based on those content pillars.
Exactly.
My Instagram page is linked to my Facebook business page. Does that mean I have a business IG page?
Not necessarily. No. You need to go into the settings and select business page. Although they're quote unquote linked, your settings on each platform are separate and apart.
Okay, and then someone said, I tried to boost and my ad got rejected. So yes, we deal with this all the time, and it could be different things. It could be the image, it could be the copy and the caption, it could be targeting. So a lot of different reasons why. Unfortunately, Facebook doesn't give you the reason. It just says your ad is rejected, it violates our policies. So you have to make sure that all those things I mentioned are within their policies.
And also that you're selecting the special housing category, because if you don't select the special housing category, hands down, every time your ad will be rejected.
A few people asked, where can we view this recording?
Yeah, so we're going to email you guys this, or everyone this, come Monday. I have in the email, since a couple of people asked for it, I will add to that the different types of suggested content for top, middle, and bottom funnel.
Okay, and someone else asked, can you again finish who you are, what you offer, please. So our company helps real estate professionals. So we help you by creating social media content. We offer local videos, including local market videos, testimonial videos, open house videos. All of these become branded and personalized for you, so they don't look like, generic videos. And we offer other products as well, like weekly posts on social media and lead generation. So if you want to set up an appointment, you can email us at sales@zentap.com, or you can go to the link down here, zentap.com-real estate marketing pro, and you could see more about our marketing solutions. But our solutions are very affordable, and we've helped over 10,000 agents. And next week, actually, we're sponsoring the Inman Connect event. So I don't know if any of you are attending Inman, but we will have a booth there, and we're doing a live demo as well.
Awesome. And then, Betty, there's one other question I want to point out, because I'm sure this guy's not the only person that's wondering this. And I've in the past heard clients ask this. How much trouble is it to convert all my personal people from 3,000 to my business page? What is the best technique? There isn't really any easy way. You can't upload a list or anything like that. But what you do is you create your Facebook business page. And then after you create the page, it'll ask if you want to invite any of your connections to your Facebook business page. So that is how you would convert all the people from your personal page to your business page. It's up to them if they want to follow it. So just occasionally go through, do 100 here, 100 there, and until you get everyone converted. I know it's not the easiest. I wish there was an easier way, but unfortunately, I don't have control on how Facebook does that, but that's how you would convert people from your personal page to your Facebook page. Or you can send out an email with a link to your business page and say, hey, please follow me here. Or do a post on your personal page with a link to your business profile page.
Great. Well, I don't see any more questions. Thank you all very much for attending. We hope that you got good use out of this information. I know it was a lot, but we're here to help you. If you guys have more questions, feel free to email us and reach out. And we have a whole team here that this is what they do day in and day out.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye.